Hi, welcome to ecopenny. Have you ever wondered how I transport my penny farthing to different events and shows around the place? Watch on to find out. So this is the answer to transporting the penny farthing on my car. It's a custom bike rack made by John Kitchen, the person that made the bike. So I got this at the same time as the bike. It just slots into the standard tow bar opening, square one. So this is quite versatile. It can transport the penny farthing by itself, or the e-bike by itself on these thicker sections. You can also put the road bike on there and the Apollo on there, so it fits one bike by itself. This pole's got two positions. Some bikes it goes this way, others it goes sideways like that. That's removable, so you can open the hatch when that pole's taken out, and I've got a rubber cap that can go on there to stop rain getting into it. So I'll show you how it works. So if you've got the tow ball here already, you've got to remove it. I've just got to remove this insert, and then the bike rack can slot into there. The lights plug into the car lights. So the light board was separate. I'll put a link to where I got that from online. So let's get cracking. It's quite easy. Just slot it in to the square hole. Got this horizontal bar. Gets inserted. Goes all through. Sometimes needs a bit of jiggling. Got this little clip. Goes on here, and you've got to tighten the bolt underneath. You just got to make sure you don't operate the hatch when you've got that pole. Without the pole you can open and close the hatch. Just got an extra cable with a padlock just to secure it to the vehicle for extra security. A matter of connecting the lights. So I thoroughly recommend this separate light bar that just simply bolts onto the bike rack. So in Australia it's against the law to have bikes covering the rear number plate indicators and lights. So the various bikes cover up various bits of the back of the car. So to play it safe, I've got the separate light bar there, so you've got your indicators, night lights which double as brake lights, and it's got a little light here for the number plate. So cover everything legally. Thoroughly recommend to have a separate light bar. So it's a pretty snazzy bike rack, nice design, and just slots straight into the tow bar. So there's a completed setup. It's quite securely attached there. I also have a thick chain to attach to the big wheel, which is probably one of the most expensive parts of the bike, to the rack for extra security. Got big strap for the front, little strap for the back. I'll put a third strap on if I'm going a really long distance like Tasmania. But it's a pretty nifty bike rack. It securely holds the bike there. Just due to the big size of the front wheel, you can't really fit it in a car. A big van, maybe you can fit it in. Some people put it horizontally on roof racks on the top, but I just find it's a lot easier just having it on a bike rack on the back of the car. It's always interesting, you stop for a picnic somewhere, you always get people looking at it. It's a bit of a showpiece. So it also fits the e-bike, the Apollo mountain bike and the Trekkie road bike. No, obviously not at the same time. So I'll show you how it fits with those as well. You might notice I've got a turn down exhaust tip on my Forester turbo diesel. That's just to direct fumes down away from the bike rack. The standard one has the exhaust tip horizontal, so I found that was spraying soot on the rack and the bike, so I had to get this extra tip installed. So it's just something to keep in mind. So you might need a turn down exhaust as well, depending on where your exhaust outlets are. Or if you've got an electric car, then you wouldn't have any exhaust. You wouldn't have that problem, but it's just an extra thing I had to do. You can still operate the rear washer. You just can't open the hatch, obviously, if the bike's on the back. Bike racks that you buy commercially, they'll fit road bikes and mountain bikes and things, but basically nothing will fit a penny farthing, so that's why I needed a custom rack built as well. So when you got the straps, you always tie the loose bits like that so that you haven't got a loose bit flapping in the wind. So I had this extra bit here for the e-bike, so if you just wanted the penny farthing rack by itself, you just do, this bit here, or whatever combination you need. It's a really impressive job there. There's no point having the penny farthing if you can't transport it anywhere. So this is another John kitchen accessory. It's a stand for the penny farthing, so if it's on display at home or somewhere else, you can stand it. Obviously it will fall down if you just let it go, and you don't really want it leaning against a wall or something in case it does get bumped or fall down, because it'll be damaged. So this is the setting for the e-bike. The pole's mounted, so this bit is out to the side. So it's got two holes for the screw down there, depending on which position this pole's in. So the e-bike has got fatter wheels. It sits in these slots closer to the car. The fatter slots here. Secure it with two straps. So it's a pretty versatile bike rack. With the e-bike I've got the battery out and the cycle computer off, just to reduce weight so there's less weight on the tow bar. It's easier to lift the bike onto the rack too when it's lighter. Bit of magpie bird song just then. So I got the Apollo mountain bike on there. So the rear tyre goes into the slot for where the e-bike goes. The front just rests on here, tie it down. And this bit's same as penny farthing. I think the magpies approve as well. So the bike rack fits the Trekkie as well. Front wheel goes into that rear little slot where the back wheel goes for the penny farthing. Back tyre goes just on this central bar. This middle bit comes backwards like for the penny farthing. And you just strap the frame and the front wheel. So it's pretty versatile. So if I'm transporting the bike to an event or something, I can use a rack for the m1DM road bike as well. So I hope you enjoyed that video about the John Kitchen custom bike rack. It's quite useful. It can transport the penny farthing on the back of the car on the tow ball setting, and also the e-bike, and also the mountain bike, and also the road bike, but one at a time, of course. So it's a really great product, and I'm glad I got that with the bike, because basically it's essential, because you can't really ride to every event unless it's a very local one near your own place. So that bike rack's gone all the way to Tasmania on the ferry for the Evandale Racing in 2020 and various events like Carcore or Ironfest at Lithgow. So I'd be interested to see in your comments, how do you transport your penny farthing? Any other tips? Some people have them on the roof, some people in a camper van or something, other different combinations. So let me know how you transport yours in the comments down below. So thanks for watching and see you next time.